So your grip for the clean should be pretty similar to your deadlift. Some people go a little bit wider or narrower depending on where it hits their hips. If you've got longer arms, longer legs, you might want to go a little bit wider, not too wide because it's going to mess with how you're catching it. So yeah, you're just outside your legs. Generally, you're not going to pop out your knees like I do in the snatch because you don't have much distance clear because you're starting lower or starting with your hips higher. Same principles off the ground. We're still trying to hit that pretty much the same position we are in the snatch. Shins perpendicular to the ground, bars under your shoulders, and then we're transitioning to that same, shooting for that same power position where the bar's still under you, knees slightly under the bar, and we're getting ready to explode. And then pretty much instead of throwing overhead, bring it up into the front rack. Let's work on the pull for a bit, and then I'm going to take a look at your guys' front rack positions before we go into actually doing a power clean. Yeah, just everyone do a couple right here. Don't quite pull it yet. Just work on coming into that power position right here. It's a lot of the same principles that we worked on for the snatch. As you finish, you're keeping the bar real close, bring it all the way into here. You don't want to hit it out. You don't want to finish too early. It's a lot of people have an easier time with it because it's a lot easier to catch the bar here than it is over your head. So basically work on hitting those same positions. You're here, up here. Really keep the bar close and pull it right into that rack position. And then you want to have nice, quick, loose elbows so you can fly into that rack position. If you're tense, you're gonna have slow elbows, you're gonna have a real slow rack, you're gonna catch it here, things like that. So really just be quick into the rack position. Yeah, just work on doing a few power cleans. I'm gonna come around and help you guys around with it. Into here is, we don't have to keep a full grip on the bar. If you have the mobility to do that, great. It's something I try to work towards. If you've got to let it go into your fingers, that's fine. What we're looking for is elbows up and in. Nice, real strong position so the bar's resting on our shoulders and not down here in our arms. That's horrible for you. It's going to destroy your wrist. So really get that bar into here. If you've got to let go of the bar a bit, maybe lose a finger or two, that's fine. And then we can readjust for the jerk. So everyone just get the bar into that front rack position. Good. Yeah. Full clean real quick before I move on to the jerk. I want everyone to get the bar in your front rack position. Now we're going to write it down to our front squat. We want to keep the same principles where you got your elbows up and in. If you've got to loosen up your grip a little bit, that's fine. Torso nice and upright, knees forward, tracking over your toes, nice stable balance, core's tight. If you can't go this low without your back rounding or your upper back collapsing, that's fine. If you come to here, that's good. What we don't want to see is the upper back rounding like that or the lower back collapsing. Yeah, just get a couple front squats in. Jeff, come be my jerk dummy. This was Jeff's favorite part last night. Yep. So I'm gonna go through real quick and then have you. Okay, cool. So once we got the bar here, first things first, the most important part is to have that good stable front rack position. If you've got the weight of the bar in your hands at all, you're gonna lose a lot of power on the dip because it's just gonna sink into your arms. You're not gonna get it on the way back up. So we need that nice strong position. Bar's gonna be on your shoulders over your hips, hips over your ankles. So we're all one strong motion together here, right here. And then make sure your core and butt's tight. We don't want to have our butt sticking out, or we don't want to be loose here. No pointing fingers. Yeah, so nice tight neutral core right here. And then we're just gonna sink down. We don't want a real long, exaggerated, front squat type dip. It should be real short, just enough to get the bar up and over our heads. You want to drive the bar up and back so that we're getting a nice locked out position here. We don't want to be locked out here. We want it up and back here. Jeff, you want to come be my dummy now? All right, Jeff's gonna jerk it.
Don't get the towel. Stop.
Why did you become a 12-year-old?
All right, hold. Oh. And you're gonna hold it once you're split. All right. So what we're looking for here on the front leg is a nice just like we were doing in the first pull, we're nice perpendicular to the ground. We don't want our knee past our ankles. It's a very common problem when you've got the bar too far forward, you start doing that. So a nice lockout, right over, perpendicular to the ground.
Hold it up.
Nice tight core, nice tight glutes. We don't want excessive rounding either way. Everything should be real tight and engaged, especially this back glute. Our back ankle is turned in ever so slightly, kind of, you've got both your feet pointing towards the same point in front of you. Right now, both Jeff's feet are kind of pointing at that camera, which is real good. That's what we're looking for. And this back leg's real strong. All right, you put it down. All right, 10 more.
30-second holds.
Yeah, and then the last note on that, make sure you've got that real strong lockout over our heads. And then when you recover, you're gonna push off front foot first, then back foot. If you're recovering back foot first, it's probably because the bar is too far in front of you. So we wanna make sure we're getting that bar up and back, and then recovering 1, 2.